Big guest Jordan Peterson's coming on the podcast. Congratulations on that. What do you do to prepare for that?
With Jordan, it's easy because he's doing the rounds at the moment. He's going on other shows. I listen to him on other shows. I think, wow, that was really good by this person, or that was really terrible by this person, or that was a good point. I wish you'd gone deeper into that. You don't necessarily need to read the book. You don't need to read more rules, 12 more rules. You can just listen to him on other shows and get a conception of where he's going. I quite like to try and ask unique questions of the guests. It's difficult sometimes, especially if someone is doing the rounds. Douglas Murray last year did a lot of shows around the release of the paperback version of The Madness of Crowds, and I was very conscious that I wanted to ask questions that didn't just sound like a British accent version of everybody else's questions. And this comes back to your truth again as well. If you want to be a really good podcaster or a good content creator, the easiest way to find a competitive advantage is to produce what only you can produce. There is only one of you. There's only one person with your genetic code and your life experiences. And there will only ever be one. Ever. When you put your foot into a running river, the river's never the same twice. And this is precisely the same with this. Nobody else has that. So why compromise anything? Naval Ravikant says, no one can beat you at being you. You can escape competition through authenticity. So tomorrow, when I'm having this conversation with Jordan, I'm quite an existential guy. Like, I've been through bouts of depression and stuff like that in the past. And it means that I'm able to ask questions about like really painful, uncomfortable things about people facing unremarkable depression. Like, one of the things I'm going to bring up is the shame of being depressed about nothing. So if anyone that's listening has ever had that, someone says, why do you feel depressed? And you say, I don't know, just fucking existence. Just the sheer weight of being a human is painful. And that's not celebrated. There's no glory associated with it. There's no breakdown. There's no needles lying in the corner. There's nothing. Okay, so like, how can people pull themselves out of that? But the only way that I can ask that question is because I've been through that situation. So it's allowing me to use my experience, because very few other people relatively in the podcasting world can ask that, because it's such a unique situation to have been in.